So today, I want to discuss with you what is actually needed in the modern world. If we look at the history of the development of other religions, we realize that the Mohammed religion founded in the Middle East in the time of Muhammad, the Prophet, is actually very different from the Muslim faith today. Judaism in the time of the temple worship, in the time of Christ, is very different from Judaism that we find today. Even Buddhism, when it was founded by the Buddha in the gardens in northern India, is very different from the Buddhism that we see today in Taiwan, in China, and in some other parts of the world, such as Tibet and Southeast Asia. So I'm arguing that religion changes with the times, and they also subtly shift their emphasis of their doctrine to a doctrine that is more favorable or more sustainable in the world that they face. This applies to Christianity too. In the early days, the Christians lived underground. Then came the end of the Roman Empire, and Christians were forced to participate in politics. Gregory the Great, who was a Roman consul, eventually became Pope, and he had to negotiate with a barbarian when the empire capital, Rome, was sacked. When the Roman Empire fell, the monasteries kept Christianity and the Western civilization going. During the Renaissance, the church was instrumental in maintaining certain influence in Europe. Then came the age of the modern world, and the church was very active in their missionary works all over the world. So you see, there is a subtle change. The church changes with the time. The essence is the same, that is the teaching of Christ and the gospel. And yet the way it is shown to the world gets some very subtle changes, or maybe we can call it adaptations or transformations. And now we live in a world in which the church has to face another change. What I mean is the church, or not so much the leaders of the church, because I'm not advocating that the leaders of the church, the bishops and the priests, should get involved in things of the world. But the vast majority of Christians, it is their duty to change the world or to save the world. And that is through political actions or through organization. It is when they have the power to do things instead of pleading with society, asking them to cut down on emissions, asking them to do green energy, asking them to help the needy countries. Then the church will be able to effectively save the world. And so my point is, I don't mean the leaders of the church, but all the Christians in the church should work together using one term, the united front, in doing something effectively.